Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. It's time for another beer review. It's another virgin beer review. Basically, all these blooming reviews I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks are more or less all going to be virgin beer reviews. Because it's all beer that I picked up last month while I wasn't bloody drinking. It's all that about. If you just found us here on YouTube, welcome along to the Hop House. We call that. We like hoppy beer, we like house music. Well, I do. So if you like either of those or both, feel free to give us one of those. Give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel if you want to, but you don't have to. Right, you ready to see what we're going to review today? Okay, I've got 3 beers today. I was thinking of doing them all off against each other, but 2 of the same style, one's a different style, but they're all from the same brewery. So I thought I'll do them individually, just put up 3 separate reviews, rather than doing side by side, because they're not the same style of beers. We are going to Britain's favourite brewer, Brewdog. I don't tend to do a lot of Brewdog beers on the channel. I've had my ups and downs with Brewdog. Beer quality. They've done some stuff that I thought was pretty good, and they've done some stuff which I thought was pretty naff. So I don't tend to buy a lot of Brewdog, to be honest. But I got these 3 beers. It's 3 beers I'm going to do at Brewdog. New brews. One's a collab. The collaborations have been quite good, I will say that. And I think I've got 1 from Asda and 2 from Morrisons. Morrisons? Must be Morrisons, because I always go to Morrisons. And my Asda is rubbish, but they did have 1 beer in that's an exclusive to Asda. So that might give you a clue what we're reviewing. But we're not doing that one yet. Oh, no. First up, this is a beer from Morrisons, and it's Brewdog going back to West Coast IPA, apparently. Do you want to see what it is? Okay, so it's this one. It's Brewdog's Puppet Master. It's a West Coast IPA, and it's coming in at 6.5% ABV. It says that there, and it says that there. Democracy for Dummies, it says on the side. Is that something to do with Puppet Master? I don't know. Is that supposed to be the stars and stripes randomly there on the side? 6.5%, yeah, I don't think it tells you. Brewdog don't tell you what blooming stuff's in the beer, the hops and all that. Right, should we get out into the glass? I'm going to use this lovely beer coat glass, just because I found it in the cupboard and I thought, oh yeah, go on, we'll stick it in that. But it won't fit the whole can in, so I'll have to pour and re-pour. But it's a Brewdog beer, so I'm not expecting it to have any floaty bits or anything like that in. If it does, it'll surprise the bejesus out of me. It's also a West Coast IPA, so I'm expecting it to be clear and not overly hazy, which it is. Maybe expect it a little bit darker. But yeah, there's your beer in the glass. There it is. Jig it around a little bit. Jig, 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 jig the whole day through. Don't look too bad actually. Golden bordering on amber. I don't know, when I see the sunlight reflecting through it from this side coming through, it looks like it's a blonde ale, but then when I put it up over here it looks golden to amber. It's definitely a goldeny colour anyway. It's a bit lighter than I would expect from a West Coast IPA, but it don't look bad. Should we get some aroma? Let's get the old schnozzle in there. So it's aroma time. So if you're new to these videos, that's why we put that in there and we give it a whiff. See what we can sniff. Quite pithy, mildly pithy, but it's there. Grapefruit, lemon and lime and orangey flavours, like pithy orange. The grapefruit is coming across, but not in great deals, not in great amounts. Could this be one of the adjunky beers rather than with hops? No, it smells pretty genuine. It doesn't smell chemical. It doesn't smell like a forced replacement, like those Aldi Jubilee beers that we had that were dreadful. Well, the Session IPA one was. I don't know what the taste was that was. It was gnarly. And the smell. Smells sort of West Coasty. I see what they're trying to do. I see it. I get it. I understand it. Should we go for some taste and see if they pulled it off. Right, let's do this. Bottoms up, down the hatch. Cheers. Ooh. Again, I can see what they're trying to do. It's trying to be hop forward and bitter. It's not pulling it off. It's got not got the longevity. It's not got the aftertaste. So, mouthfeel. It is quite sharp and fizzy on the carbonation. The body is medium-ish. It's not an overly thin body, but it's not like whack you in the face. Oh my god, this is amazing. 6.5%. Maybe I'd expect the body to be a bit thicker. I'm not quite sure, you know. I'm not quite sure. Part of me, I'm just wondering now if this is going to be fruit flavourings rather than hops. The only reason I'm wondering it is because of the way that after you swallow it, it sort of dies off, and you're left with this. It's not as gnarly as the bloody Aldi beer, Jesus Christ, but it's like they're trying to tell you that there's some grapefruit and some pine in the aftertaste, but it's not grapefruit and pine. Not why in your face grapefruit and pine from hops. It's something different. That's why I'm wondering if it's like a fruit juicy concentrate thing that they use, which brewers, you know, they've had a shit couple of years, COVID, worldwide pandemic. It's got to have hit the sales and the profits. Then hyping up all the bloody price of the gas and electric in this country anyway, in the UK, for any fans from abroad. Did I hold that pose for a bit too long there? Yeah, I can understand why they would try and think, okay, let's try and do this. I don't want to use the words on the cheap, but let's try and do it more cost effectively. That's how you put it if you're a business person. They're not cheap, they're cost effective, because costs are a biggest burden to a business. I got told that at the last place I worked, it's not where I work now, that the most important thing was cutting the costs down. And then they made a load of redundancies. They didn't give a shit about the staff, basically, but there you go. Right. Oh, it's a bit nicer now. Pour the rest of the can in, mouthfeel wise. It feels less sharp and fizzy. Feels a bit thicker. I can't see it being a can conditioned beer. That's not what Brewdog do. No, it's still clear and see-through. There's a bit of maybe chilled haze on it. Bit of lace division. So I'm out of practice with this. I haven't done blooming beer reviews for a month. So that's where we jig it around in the glass. For those that love the lacing. There you go. Bit of lace division. Jig, 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 jig. And see if it does that magic trick. Yeah, it kind of does. Lacing, alright. Look, the head's sort of... Do you want to try it? The head's holding its own. If you can hear my clock ticking in the back, basically you might be able to hear a couple of things in the background. We've got to start doing some reviews with some music in the background again. Although I did get a warning off of YouTube, which is why I haven't put any house tunes in the background for a while. But we've got now this massive clock in the kitchen that ticks. Not like it's got Tourette's, you know, like a ticking clock. There's some people, you know, that'll try and make a joke out of that. Also we had a new, one of those ring doorbell things fitted out there. And for some reason, ever since we've had it fitted, it sort of buzzes and we can't get rid of the buzzing. I've become immune to it now, but if you hear like a in the background, then that'll be our Ring doorbell. Don't know why it does that. Friend of the channel, Andy, who's good with electrics, he doesn't know why it does it. But we've become immune to it now. It's almost like living with tinnitus or something, I suppose. Right. I think I've waffled on enough now. It's okay. Again, I can see what they're trying to do. I don't know if they haven't pulled it off. They haven't pulled the wool over my eyes. I don't think this is made with hops. I think it is a adjunct beer. It's £3 a can. That's £3 a can. I wouldn't buy that again, because I don't think it's worth £3 a can. If they reduced it to like £2.40, 6.5%, so it's out of my comfort zone ABV wise. I don't think I could see a place where I would buy that again, actually. So it's going to go with the Aldi beers. It's going to get a thumb in the middle. It's okay. It's not horrendous. It's not a thumbs down. But I just wouldn't buy it again. Sweetness through the malt, down the middle of the tongue. You're getting that carbonation zipping down the side of the tongue. As soon as you swallow it, you get that lemon, lime, fake grapefruit pine, and then it sort of sits at the back of your mouth, and it's trying to fool you into thinking you've got West Coast aftertaste, but you don't. It just dries your mouth out a bit, but not in an overly nice way. So yeah, thumb in the middle for the puppet master. Feel sorry for the puppets. Thank you very much for watching. I've got 2 more Brewdog beers to do. I might chuck them all in the bin by the time I'm done, if they're all like that. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you again for another beer review right here in my kitchen in the future. Ciao for now, people.